Well, the hunting part is, and now there's a lot of work to be done.
Oh yeah, I mean it never ends, right? Like people talk about what do you do in the off season. It's like I don't.
What off season?
I'm not trying to sound cool or anything. There's a lot of people this way, but I don't have an off season.
No.
Absolutely just don't. And I know you don't. And, you know, there's a lot of people that don't, but there is no off season. Got that little bit of sadness that season's about done.
Mm-hmm.
But then there's that excitement of like February 1, I'm ready to get out here to cameras, mineral sites, like
taking care of the herd over the winter.
Planting a food plot or two, like like it's
and then
shed hunting.
Yeah, I got to do more of that. I have been shed hunting. I've gone, but
here's my advice about shed hunting. And listen, I'm not a serious shed hunter, right? Because there's some serious shed hunters that's gonna hear this and be like, oh, whatever, you know.
Right.
Don't go out to shed hunt. Go out to scout.
Yeah.
And look for sheds while you're doing it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because if you're not a serious hardcore shed hunter and you go out once or twice to go shed hunting, you're gonna drive yourself nuts.
Yeah. Right.
Because you're getting your mic. Oh, I might find one. Well, just go out there and do some late season scouting.
Yeah. But
keep your eye open, and you'll probably end up finding one.
Yeah, because late season scouting is important because that's where a lot of the patterns. That's where the more realistic of the patterns, as far as I'm concerned, and what I've learned over the last couple of years. That's the more data driven, current like patterns that they're coming off of, that they've been on since let's say post rut and on, or even rut on. Yeah. You know, like the summer patterns are fun if you're gonna hunt early season, but this is the intel you want, is right when season starts, get out there and see what they're doing now.
I don't scout pre-season, I scout postseason.
Mm-hmm.
It's my favorite time to scout because the trails are so easy to see.
Yeah, right.
All right, everything's dead. All the leaves are gone. There's no bugs, no spiders in your face, no ticks on you.
Right.
It's so easy to read the sign. You know, the rubs are a month old or two. You can still see old scrapes. You can get a lot of information, right? Mm-hmm. In February, early March.
Yep.
You know, and that is my app. And people are like, well, what if you bump them this or that? Like, I don't worry about it. And I'm a true believer. Like, and there'll be people disagreeing. That's fine. But I am a true believer. You really, really have to push a buck really hard to get him to just leave.
I know a lot of people that would agree with that. Of course, there's always someone who's going to say otherwise.
Sure,
but there's a lot of people who
I have no worries. It doesn't bother me one bit to cover this entire farm for a month and a half.
Mm-hmm.
I don't worry about the deer. If I jump and push them, like they get jumped and pushed all year.
Yeah, right.
Right.
It's a farm. There's people working all year long.
There's tractors, there's trucks, there's people, there's coyotes, there's bobcats. Like they're always under pressure from something at some point or another.
Right.
I don't worry about scent. That scent's gone in a couple of days, you know. But
yeah, I know.
That's my favorite time to scout is postseason. I learned so much, and even though I know this farm really well, I still learn something every year. There's a spot across the creek that I really want to dive into, pinpoint specific trees to get a stand in.
Right.
For next year.
Yeah.
Just tonight, seeing it, I was like, I need to hunt this more.
There's always room to gain into.
Just one spot that I go back to in the late season every year, and it usually treats me right. I have a favorite tree.
Mm-hmm.
And I've killed 2 or 3 nice fat does in late season out of this tree, and that's my go-to tree. Well, this year, they don't know that I'm there. I haven't been busted. They haven't seen me. They haven't smelled me. They don't know that's my tree.
Right.
But this year, something's changed a little bit, and when they're coming up from the back, they used to come up like right to my front, and I could basically pick one out. Now they're skirting to my right. And they don't know I'm there.
No, right.
Just something has changed. Could have been a tree fell.
That's exactly what I was thinking of when you said it. Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
That's blocking that one trail. So now they're just going around and they're just skirting me at 40 yards. And actually tonight they were at 25 to 30. I like to get up into cover and actually kind of hinder myself from shots. And I had 2 or 3 at 25 broadside, but I had my cover. Right, and I'm trying to run the reason why I do that is I'm running cameras and I'm moving around.
There's movement, right.
So I'm trying to hide as much as possible. I accept the fact that I may not get that shot. Now I need to consider just moving to the west about 20-ish yards.
Mm-hmm.
And I bet you the next time, if I can get back out here, I bet you the next time they come up through there, game over.
Yeah, right. Right.
Or, no, my luck, they'll come over here.
Yeah, right. And
that's deer hunting for you, right?
No, of course it is.
It is what it is, right?
Of course it is. There's nothing you can do about it, so.
Well, man, I'm so happy and glad that you finally closed this chapter here at the farm and got it done on a really nice, beautiful big doe that's going to provide pounds and pounds of meat for you and your family. And
me and my daughter will eat the heart. The wife will ask me to cook back straps as soon as possible. And life is good, man.
Love it, man.